Yay, we're live! We're live again, everyone! Say hi, Taggy. Hi! Okay. First order of operations, I'm sure something is broken. Something's always broken when someone takes a break from streaming and comes back to it. I just have to figure out what is broken before we start with the actual game. Sound seems good. Yep. Video seems good. Yep. Buttons moving. My lights are on. My tea's ready. My tea's a bit oversteep, but that's okay. Daggy's here. Everything's good. My viewers are missing, but that's okay. They'll come in. They'll come along. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes for a couple of friends to come along. And then we'll start on this game, which is Moonsigil Atlas. So if anyone's watching the YouTube VOD, sorry, this is a stream first. So this start of the stream is gonna be a little delayed while I wait for one or two people to filter in. And if they don't filter in, then I'll start anyway in like a minute or so. And I'll explain the game to them when they do come in. Oh, I know something I forgot to do. I need to close a few windows in the background. Do this. OBS wants an update. I probably should do that after the stream. Ad break is gonna start right away, but that's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna start. So this is a demo of Moonsigil Atlas. It's a roguelite that, according to Steam page, it's a roguelite card game, but instead of giving you energy, a lot of games like, Slay the Spire and the ilk of game that is spawned, they give you a certain amount of energy per turn, and you use that to play cards. Hi, Satyanal, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let me know if anything's broken. I can't really tell, but hopefully nothing's broken. I'm good, thank you. I still have a bit of cough. Hopefully I manage to mute myself before I cough each time. But that's why today we're playing roguelites and puzzle games instead of full-on RPGs where I have to read a bunch of things. A little bit, just a little bit. Anyway, as I was saying, this game is Moonsigil Atlas, and its main mechanic, as far as I can tell, so it's a roguelike deck builder, I think, and it's the main mechanic that sets it aside from other games is that instead of a certain pool of energy that you spend every turn, instead it costs a certain amount of tiles on a circle to play, and you have to pick cards and arrange them so that, like, the circle is your energy, but the cards take up different amounts of space on the circle, and you have to kind of fit them together. And the more cards you can fit onto the circle, the more cards you get to play in that turn. I think that's the Cole's notes of what I understand from reading the store page. Kind of a weird resolution. That's okay. I think I'm actually this resolution. But that... yeah, that's fine. Okay. Anyway, let's start. So there are 3 characters, but only one's unlocked. So you can see here, like, you have this thing here. Like, I think this means that this card takes up this much room on whatever sigil you have to fill up. This one takes up this much room. You can't see because of blocking mid-roll adds quality video. Well, you will see once we get into the game itself. So his thing is to draw cards, multiply damage. So every hero has a different specialty, I guess. This guy's a blue deck, he wants to draw cards, multiply damage. Okay, well, we'll figure out what this means as we go. For some reason, I can hover over this, but not this or this. I guess I'm hovering over the word shield. Okay. And see, now you can see. Sigil. Sigil. Based on some kind of grid. I'm not sure how big the grid actually is. No, the air brakes are ended though. You might want to change your resolution then. Anyway, I'm going to begin the run. Greetings, frail one. I am the shackle. I'm not sure if they skipped the line there. No longer dormant are the three astral titans, primordial beings with an unceasing hunger for life, stars, and any other glimmer of light in the endless void. So I'm looking at my resolution and it's fine, I think. I don't think that's changed, so... Okay. Dispatch these traitors, return to me, and I will reward you generously. You may use my atlas to navigate the stars. So this is your stereotypical Slay the Spire kind of board. You start here, you pick your path. Remove a tile from one of your cards. See, I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe we should go up this way just so I can test it. But anyway, we have to start here, so let's start here. So every turn you draw 5. Play a card, you go there, Unplayed cards get discarded, To play a card, drag it from your hand onto the moon. The entire shape must fit. You can rotate the shape with the mouse wheel or the Q and E keys. This enemy is attacking the moon. Protected by playing cards with shield runes. Runes only affect enemies in the same region. To block this enemy, the tile of the shield rune has to be within the glowing region the enemy is attacking. So the enemy is attacking this part, I guess. I can use my mouse wheel to turn as well, which is nice. So if I do something like this and this, so these two shield tiles are in here, so it blocks. Are inside this region, so it blocks this thing. Can I undo? I cannot, right? Yeah. Just checking. So how did I do 7 damage here? I wasn't actually watching the cards. So these two are just both shield. Oh, this also does 7 damage, okay. Play, deal 7 damage. So this has play, deal 4 damage. So we'll fit this in somewhere. And we don't need to play these. This enemy is planning to buff itself. Yeah, you do that. Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. What does that mean? I guess I don't know what the sigil is. Are these sigils? I think so, right? So can I play this for 4 damage? And then remove this? Is that a thing? Yeah. But that doesn't... It doesn't restore the health that disappeared. So it just frees up the space. And shield doesn't carry over. But I might as well play it. Three strength. Last the entire encounter, okay? So strength doesn't go down once a turn or anything like that. Anyway, eat this. So I have this card. Except this has draw 2. I don't have that. We draw a card, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Nice. But it has to be on the board. So you have to play that first. Which is interesting because then you have to kind of work around it, right? Let's take. But this is 2 damage to all enemies. This is a nice AoE. But this is always... Also, what does this border mean? Is it a rarity thing? I can't right click on this to figure out anything. I wonder what the colors mean. Who knows? Let's take the big... either one? I think either one would work. Let's take this one. Okay, let's go here. So remove a tile from one of my cards. What does that mean? Rays of light illuminate the sky. Echoes of a power long past. So let's say I throw in this. Nice. I'm on board with this. Permanently remove a card from your deck. A dark star tugs at your very essence. It demands an offering. I can skip it, even though it demands a card from my deck. But I want to get rid of one of these, right? Probably this one. What is that? This card has no effect. How rude. But I can do this to remove this. Oh, nope, nope, nope. The card is hostile, even though there's no effect. This only removes non-hostile cards. You're doing 10 damage, buffing yourself, planning to put another one of these. I'm not sure if these expire. I'm guessing they do. This will leave the sigil outside. So I will have to do something like this. But that's my only shield, right? I don't have any more shield, so I'm going to take 6 damage either way. Oh well. 6 damage. And there's no point in me removing anything. What is this? Hostile sigils this enemy places will be 1 additional tile larger per stack. So now it's a 3 instead of a 2. You're going to buff yourself again. So I can start with this, right? And if I start with this... So that itself did 2 damage. Yeah, because I drew a card after that. But I don't really have anything that lets me draw cards yet. So that's more of a future card. So I need to play my wards first. So probably 1 over here and 1 over here. I think like this and like this, because ultimately I want to play this as well. I need to fit in all 3. But I can't, right? I don't think I can. I can fit in 2 wards and I can fit in 1 ward and 1 starfall. But not 2 wards and 1 starfall. Hi Flo! Welcome back as well to you. Welcome back to my stream. Haven't seen you here for a while. For obvious reasons. So yeah, I ain't fitting. There's no way I can fit in 3 sigils to this. Sorry, there's no way I can fit in 2 wards and a Starfall. But I can fit in a Starfall, a ward, and a bolt. So I'm gonna do that. He's slacking. No, you haven't. I've been slacking. Welcome back. Nice to see you. Do that. And that. So this gives me 8 defense. I'll dump a... Not that. I'll dump a bolt here. Emmy! Hi, Emmy. How are you doing? Nice. At least this is in a corner, so that's nice. So this doesn't remove this. This would be nice in the sense that I can play a ward, remove it, and then play another ward. He buffed himself from 2 to 3. Okay. I'm good, thank you very much. And yes, play Sentinel's game. I played it. Okay. So 10 again. So ideally... Well, I only have 8 shield, so I need to play both. There's no ideally here. You can do something like this. And... That actually was probably not the best. I should have tilted this one more step. But that's okay. Because I can do this. I can dissipate this. And I can play these 2 anyway. So I still complete my hand. I can do this to draw a card and deal 2 damage. He's doing 10 again. I have 8 defense again. I'll do 2, 6, 10, 17 damage. He'll have 1 health left. That's unfortunate. So I want to do something like this or like this. And then the Starfall card has to fit so that the pointy side is inside. I don't think I can actually fit everything in. But it doesn't matter since I'm not going to kill him this turn anyway. If I do this, Starfall can fit here, but none of my triangles will fit. Same for this. If I do this, Starfall will go here. But none of the triangles will fit. I need the 2 bolts to fit. Actually, you know what? Let's Curiosity first. To see what I draw. I'm going to regret this placement. Okay, so 3 bolts. So instead of playing a ward, I can just play 7, 11, 15, 19. If I can fit these 4 in, that also works. But I don't think the board is big enough for me to do that. Now I can fit 1 triangle in. I really need to trim these big pieces down. The cards remind me of the Metroidvania puzzle demo from which one? Metroidvania puzzle demo. Okay, let's do a ward and a Starfall. The first person one in the exploding factory you play. Metroidvania puzzle. Exploding factory. I don't remember that demo. Yeah, this is not from the description. Oh, sci-fi setting. Yeah, that's the one I played. There's a couple. The one that flow like. I don't remember any cards from it though. Oh, you're talking about because it's the puzzle. It's the puzzle, the shape thing. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I understand. Okay. So yeah, I don't think I can fit. I mean, it's not gonna kill me, but it's not gonna kill him either. So I'm just gonna do what I can, which is... Yeah, things just don't fit nicely. I'm gonna play the important cards, which are Starfall and Bolt. I'll fit in 1 triangle. And that's it. No. Actually, no, that was pretty good. Yeah. There's a triangle grid. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I realize what y'all are talking about. And you're right. Okay. So I just need to play 2 bolts here and I'll kill him. And they don't have to be inside the grid since I'm not blocking anything. Exhaust this card. Add a copy of Gravel. Play. Deal 2 damage. Exhaust this card. So this. So for the rest of the battle, I get a 1 triangle deal 2 damage card every turn. Huh. Activate at the start of your turn. Deal 2 times 2 damage. Sigil stays on your board for additional X turns. So it stays there for 3 turns, and every turn it does 2 damage or 4 damage. I'm not sure. All damage dealt by this card. Oh, is increased by 2. So like the first turn it does 2, the second turn it does 4, the third turn it does 6, and then it disappears. Or maybe 4, 8, 12. I'm not sure. This looks like a weaker version of this, but more instant. I'm kind of curious what this does, so I'm going to take it just even though I would, like in normal play, I would take the Gravel Vault. I kind of want to see what that one does, so we'll do that. Yes, Taigi cameos in all of Citadel's games. When an enemy attacks multiple times, your shield applies to each attack individually, okay? Like this. But here the sigils are not very clear. You have to hover over this to see which portion of the grid they're attacking. Which is weird. But that's okay. I have 2 wards, right? So I have to block. By blocking this will block 2 and 2. So I'll take 2 damage in total. Or not. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, this is a 4 shield. So you block 4 and 4. And then I have to block this guy. These 2 are doing shenanigans, so never mind them. Block this guy, like so. Who am I attacking with this? How do I tell who? But it's not a sigil thing, right? Because this, I can put this here and it won't be inside a sigil. Who am I attacking? But either way, I want to put the Meteor Storm here because this is outside the board. Thank you. So this is the last 3 turns. Taggy. Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. No, that's fine. So let's see let's see what happens if I cast this. So I can't see a way. I don't see a way to target an enemy. So who knows? Let's drop this here. Ah, okay. This is how. Yeah. Let's kill you first. Sigils with ghosts can have other sigils placed on top of them. Any covered tiles are removed from the board. Sure. Watch out. Some hostile ghost sigils might have negative effects when you overlap them with other sigils. Nice. So that did 2 damage. So it did 2 times 2. Next turn it'll do 4 times 2. So at the start of the next turn, everyone will take 8 damage. Then the turn after that, everyone will die. Okay. So you have to concentrate on defense first. But also play this. What is this? Overlapping sigils. Add a copy of Enweb to your hand. Play exhaust this card. I wonder if this card lasts for just this battle or the next battle as well. Okay. Also, it is a hostile card, right? No, it is not a hostile card. Okay. Who's attacking me this turn? You two. So I need to place the ward. I'm definitely going to get unwrapped, but that's okay. Yeah, you can sit there. And I don't think I can. Oh, I can play this card, but I'll get unwrapped. That's fine though. Don't really have a choice. So everyone's gonna take 2 damage once I play this. And at the start of the next turn, people are gonna take 4 times 2, 8 damage. So this guy will be down to 2 health. Yeah, so everyone's gonna take 10 damage. So this guy, if I hit him, he'll be down to 10 and he'll bleed to 0, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain. So I have to play this. Let's play in the middle here. And I can either play an enwrap to get rid of it like this, or I can play a bolt to hit someone down. You're gonna do damage to me. I can't stop you though. I can do this to you. Ow. Okay, so the start of the next turn, all of you will die. I am trying to mitigate damage now. Gonna take 1 damage from this. You, I don't care. So I need to do this to block you. All of you are gonna die next turn. I'm gonna exhaust these cards just in case they're persistent. I don't think they are, but I don't know for sure. Oh, so these things did not last. The meteor showers disappeared. That's kind of weird. So this, it lasts 2, where is that? It has persist 2. But I don't think it actually fired. It should have fired 1 additional turn. I didn't. I guess the turn that it starts, so the turn that it plays is considered its first turn, but because it wasn't there at the start of the turn, it doesn't fire. So it stays on the board for 3 turns, but it fires twice, at the start of the second round and at the start of the third round. So okay, so I guess that's why they don't. Whatever. I'm still gonna kill you. So this will block this thing entirely, and I'll kill you like this. Here. Take 2 damage. Take 4 more damage. Can I remove this? No wait, this is hostile, yeah. I can exhaust this though. And I can even remove this if I wanted. Well, I could remove this if I wanted. So I could play an additional card. But I don't need to. I don't have any damage. It's just shield. Just enter. Eat this. Okay. So this lasts for 4 turns, but at the start of each round, it does 6 damage. So it fires 6, 8, and then 10. So it fires at the start of the second turn, third turn, and fourth turn. This is nice because the draw card synergizes with that one triangle thing that I have. This is also nice because it's a lot of damage. They're all nice in their own ways. I'm gonna take this one. Shield runes on this card reduce additional enemy damage, enemy attacks by an additional X damage. I wonder how much it bolsters by. Card removal, sigil removal. This is nice, right? This is also kind of nice. But I don't really want to remove any. Well, do I want to remove cards? I don't know that I can afford to remove cards. But bolster, let's go this way. Remove a card. Let's remove some of my basic cards. Yes. Adds a Shiren. This is very interesting. But let's go here. Remove a tile. Okay. So, I could shrink one of these things. I could shrink a ward so it doesn't stick out so much. I could shrink this big DPS card so it doesn't take up as much room. I could shrink this thing so again it doesn't take up so much room. I could shrink a bolt. It becomes one of these tiles instead. Decisions. I'm going to shrink this. I'm going to remove this tile. Because right now it doesn't really fit properly in anything. What is this nonsense? You can use blueprint sigils to plan out your turn before you place anything. Really? Now you tell me. To place a blueprint sigil, use right click instead of left click. Pick up a blueprint later to right click. Place with left click. Or dismiss all blueprints with escape. Overlapping sigils temporarily gain decay +5. All damage dealt by this card is reduced by X. So these added to sigils that are played over this one. What are you laughing at? So, but like if I overlap it like this, it doesn't matter, right? Because this isn't doing damage to begin with. So you are placing sigils and buffing yourself. Meteor Storm would be nice to play somewhere like somewhere over there. Oh, what is this nonsense? I see. Funnily enough, when I went to Japan to study like 2 years ago, the friend that I hung out with a lot, she also had the same reaction. She also said she liked it a lot when I called something nonsense. She would get a laugh out of it. So it's kind of funny that you also latched onto that. But it is nonsense. It is absolute nonsense. Okay. So now this thing has a nice weird shape. I'm still gonna have to overlap it though. So it is still gonna take it's still gonna take 5 less damage. See, how long does the decay last? Is it just for this? Is it just for this one time, or does it stack through the entire fight? Not that it matters, because it's ultimately it's a shield card. Or maybe I should not play this. I should play. No, I don't have any triangles. Nah, I'll play it. Something like that. So now this card's a decay 5. Hopefully it lasts until the end of the turn. That's it. These are useless. This is useless. Oh, interestingly enough, even though this is useless, I could have played this on top of this to eat up the sigil, then use this to remove this card, and then played this to overlay since there are no more sigils. I could use this to clear a sigil. So that my attack card could go down without eating a sigil. These are only decay 2, much less. So he's again not doing damage, he's just placing another sigil on my board. So I don't need my shield cards again. I do have 3 triangle cards. See, I worry about this. I worry that the decay is gonna stay on a card. See, I guess we can find out by clicking this. So yeah, no, there's no decay here. There's no decay on these cards. So it's just for this specific. Actually, how does this work? This is weird because I'm overlaying 3 of the cards. I'm overlaying 3 of these spots, but I still do 2 damage. It says still, even though I'm overlaying 3 tiles, it just counts as 1. I just get decay once. But if I overlay like this, I get decay twice because each thing activates once. So it's not the number of spaces you overlap with, it's whether you overlap with it or not. Well, let's do this then. And hope that, I'm pretty sure it does, but let's hope that, yeah, none of the cards retain their decay. This Meteor Storm is still on the board, but I got this back. Either way, this will be gone at the start of the next turn, so it's not going to fire anymore. 16 damage though. I have 12 shield, so I need to prioritize shields this turn, eh? Something like this, so that I can play my meteor in here. Or maybe that wasn't the best because I don't think I can fit this and my other ward in. I should have used the blueprinting. Yeah, I can't fit the third ward in, which is unfortunate. I can fit the triangle in though. Oh wait, there's this thing. Hold on, if I do it like this, and then like this, yeah, it fits. Never mind. He's not doing damage again. Decay 2. He has 14 health left. This is going to do 8 damage to him. So I think 2 bolts will kill him. Might as well do this for effect as well. Heck, might as well do this. Ooh, high rarity card, Eternal. Play exhaust this card. Eternal means it stays on the board forever. But if it does get removed from the board, I don't get it back. That's why it exhausts. The first sigil you play each turn is immediately removed from your board. This gives me a lot more space. So I actually do like this. Deal 8 damage. Infuse all of your cards have exactly 4 tiles. Huh. Bonus effect to a card for the rest of the encounter. Rest of the encounter. So all my triangles, every time I play this card, all my triangles will get plus 2 damage. All these cards get 2 damage. This doesn't do damage. If I cut off 2 more tiles, this one will start getting a bonus as well. If I cut off 2 more tiles, this one will get a bonus. Every time I encount. Is that a real word? I don't think so. Actually, is it a real word? It might be a real word. But nah, I'm gonna take, well, this is, ooh. Remove any sigil from the board, including hostile sigils. All these cards are really good. All these cards are really good in different ways. Like this is a more offensive card. Well, no, this is a more let me play my cards card. This is get rid of that stupid overlap thing card. Basically, this card gets rid of nonsense. This card actually kind of works that way as well, because you can use the first sigil to get rid of overlap things on the board. If it's something like the last one where it says all these cards do less damage, you can get rid of that with a card that doesn't do damage and then put the damage cards on top of it. So this works well as well. But so does this. I'm gonna take this down. Satinel's gonna hate me for that. But I took it because of the rarity. Come back. Because I took it because of the rarity, yeah. I know you hate that. Okay, what are you? 7 damage. I know, you're gonna hate that, I said. You're gonna hate the decision. So, let's play this. Then we play this and hope we get a shield card. We did get a shield card, okay. Let's slot this in here like this. I guess I'll throw this over here somewhere. And then I kind of played myself in the corner, so I'm going to play this to remove this. Slam this down. And turn. The aspect, is that when it gives me 3 cards to choose from, one of the cards is rarer than the other 2. And therefore, you feel obligated to pick the rarer card. Even though it might not be as good because it's rarer. It's the same in Vampire Survivor type games. Or like Deep Rock Galactic is guilty of this. But like Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Because when you gain a level, you get 3 upgrades. But one of the upgrades is rare, and the other 2 are common, and you're like, of course I'll pick the rare one, even though it's not as good. Well, people tend to pick the rare one. It should all be the same rarity, but different things. Anyway, yeah. Okay. So this is a permanent placement. Once I place this, it's not permanent, but it's expected that you don't remove this for the rest of the game. 11. So I can play this. It's going to remove itself. Well, assuming that it works on this first turn. It might not work on this first turn. Let's play this shield first. See if it removes itself. It does. It did, I think. No, it didn't. So I think this only takes effect the next turn, because this turn, my first sigil was already played. I think. So if I do this, I can fit this in here. I cannot fit this, but that's okay. Artificial pressure, that's right, yeah. So this game does that as well. What is this nonsense? Overlapping sigils, discard a card. That's fine, actually. This is fine. So 10 damage. I want to play this 3, right? So I'll probably discard this one or this one. Well, so I kind of want to overlap this as much as possible because it's going to get removed. Hi, Plasma Starfish. Thanks, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's fun so far. I like the game. We're trying to figure out like the mechanics behind it and the best cards to pick. So far, so good. I like it though. So yeah, so again, with this thing, and this is the reason why I like pointed out earlier, even though it's 6, this thing is 6 spaces wide. If I overlap it like this, it's not going to make me discard 6 cards. That's the reason why the last one that reduced the damage of the card did not reduce the damage by multiple times if I overlap the same sigil with multiple squares. Because in cases like this, it would be debilitating, right? So I would discard 1 card in this case. So this thing has 15 health left. 7 I'll be doing 7 damage with this. Bolt will give me 4 more damage. I'll have 11 left. No, I'll do 11. He'll have 4 left. Curiosity will give me 2. So I can do 13 damage to him this turn. Or I can block 12 damage. Let's do this. The thing is I have to discard a card. So I don't know right now if I want to discard a ward card or a bolt card. In fact, maybe I'll do something like this instead. Because this first one that I play, this thing should remove it. This clarity card should remove my Starfall. And then I'll have my whole board back. The second card I'll play will be Curiosity. And depending if Curiosity is a damage card or not, that'll make me decide. If Curiosity gives me a damage card, he dies this turn. If not, then I'll have to play Wards. And I can discard my Bolt and wait for next turn. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with this. Then I'm going to Curiosity. Give me a Bolt. Okay, so he dies this turn. Very good. Okay. So handful of gravel gives me 3 copies of this one shot. This is basically a rock that you throw at the boss. That you throw at the enemy. He takes 2 damage. But this also takes up room in your deck, right? If you don't play it instantly. But then it's a one triangle thing. Obviously you play it instantly. Most of the time you'll be able to play that right away. Deal 0 damage, increased by 5 for each sigil played this turn. So this is a card you want to keep in your hand for as long as possible. These two are the same size. Ah. That's an interesting comparison. So the first time you play this, it does 5 damage. The second time you play this, it does 5 plus 5. Third time it's 5 plus 5 plus 5 and so on. It's different from this though, because this increases the single hit. This gives you multiple attacks. So if a boss or if an enemy has a shield for whatever reason, every attack will be reduced by that shield. Whereas this one is a single hit one. So the shield will only, any enemy shield will only apply to this once. Interesting. Side-by-side comparisons. But again, because this is the rarer card, people tend to take this over this. But obviously, I don't know what enemies there are in the game yet. So I don't know for sure which one is better. And they are the exact same size. I think this is still a better play though. Yeah, because this only increases. This you can only play it once like it cycles, once you cycle through your deck an entire time, right? So unless you have a very lean deck, which I don't, this thing's gonna scale up slow. This is a this turn one, right? I'm assuming that this number resets at the end of every turn. It doesn't specifically say so. But it probably does reset, yeah. Yeah, let's take this one. Okay. The moon heals 25 health. Permanently adds a card to your deck. Yeah, let's do this. I'm down 24 health, so that's perfect. The stars seem to be at rest. So this is the first boss. So here's our card already. So you want to play this last. I think this is blueprint mode. I'm right click on this. But it looks exactly the same. The UI doesn't change whether I'm left clicking or right clicking. Unless I'm supposed to do that. This enemy is planning to do something to the moon. What are you? I don't need to play these shields. They do nothing. It's just these two cards I have to play. I want to play these to ramp up the damage that this one does. Right, like I would want to play this. Then I want to put this somewhere like here maybe. This is blueprinted. Then I'll put this. Oh, I can't blueprint any further. Oh, it's because I need to remove that thing first. Remove this. Put this here. Doesn't really matter where I put this. Then this one can fit somewhere here, right? And then... What is this? Atlas. The boss takes 25% less damage from direct attacks. And he buffs the boss. This one applies 1 stack, and this one applies 3 stacks. Can I play something in here? No, right? This is just... Can I remove those sigils? No, because I didn't take the card that let me remove enemy sigils. And I can't overlap this or anything. It did throw moons at me, yes. So I'm very quickly going to die here because the strength stacks are going to stack out on this thing, and this thing's already doing 16 damage. Destroy the moons to claim their power. So I actually get this power if I defeat it. In fact, it's almost like I'm going to get this tile, right? That's kind of what this is implying. Okay, so let's try to survive this. So I need to burn out one of these two. Preferably this one. But this one has more health. This will do damage to it in a couple of turns. This boss is left hand side. These two are on the right. Where I place this is kind of weird because it's going to take up room. But these two they're not actually doing damage. Only this guy is doing damage. These two just buff the boss. Okay. Let me put this here. Put this here. So this will shield the boss. Shield against the boss. Sorry, just checking, yeah. So I shield it like this. And do this. Damage. Can I damage this guy? I can. Okay, it just didn't highlight. Like, I guess it did highlight, but the highlight was very light. Yeah, it does highlight, just very light. Whereas on the boss, he glows when you highlight over him. Let's kill that guy. And this thing's gonna start doing AoE damage to all three of them, but specifically these two. He didn't touch this at all. What is this? He's gonna put a lot of sigils on my part. Ah, so many stacks of damage. Okay. It's like the first turn. It's as though the first turn they appeared, they buffed him. I'm not sure that should happen because it's no longer turn start at that point, but whatever. It's like his turn start. It's like his turn fired and they summon these two. Then they immediately buff him for 4. And now, when it wasn't really turn start at the point. But that's okay. So the first sigil I put down will be removed. So this ward is my biggest thing. So I should play that first. These two are still not doing any damage. Actually, I don't need to play that. Nobody's doing any damage. So I just need to play these 3 and this one, right? Let's draw a card first. So let's play this first. The boss is not getting injured at all. Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. I'm pretty sure everyone's very much hostile. I don't want to remove those. This hostile sigil has ghost and an effect that happens every turn. If you cover a ghost sigil entirely, its turn start and turn end effects no longer occur. Goodness gracious. So this thing's out of charges. It's going to disappear at the start of the turn. Turn end, the moon takes 4 damage. I'm assuming they mean my moon and not these moons. I need to put down a lot of shields on him. Okay, so my first card will be exhausted. So I should play this first, right? I could do something like this to cover up 1 moon entirely. But where are my wards going? My wards are going probably like here and here. So these 2 will be covered up. Or I could Meteor Storm. Two 25 damage reductions are both applying the Curiosity and rounding up. Ah, I see. Well, it's not just Curiosity that doesn't do damage though. The Meteor Storm did not do damage either. As far as I could tell. I understand that the Meteor Storm doesn't do damage on the 3rd turn, but I think the first couple of turns, I didn't see it do damage to the Titan either. So somehow I think these 2 together are making this guy immune. But I'm not sure. Yeah, you might have to check that one. I did expect this Meteor Storm to do a little bit of damage to him. Or maybe I didn't see it. Maybe he is taking damage because he's down to 99 health. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's no combat log for me to review, right? So maybe I wasn't watching closely enough. Ah, okay, gotcha. 2 damage. First reduction takes 1 damage out, 25% rounded up. Second takes 1. Ah, I see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that makes an evil sort of sense. Okay, if I put this here, if I put this here, I can put 1 ward here, and the second ward over like not there because that doesn't. I also need to put on my Starfall though. I will block 8, but I need all 12 in. I need 12. So this and this should not really go here. I would want this to go here, and then this to go here. Right? That's the only way I'm going to fit these 3 in. But that means I can't play my Meteor Storm, because this Meteor Storm has not expired yet, even though it's technically 0 charges left. It's not going to fire at the start of the next turn. But because it's still here, I don't have space to actually play this guy. I don't think there's a way to move this around. Escape to clear. If I put this over here... No, that doesn't work. Put this over here... No, I can't fit my wards around something like this either. This... Yeah, none of these tiles fit nicely into... The other option is I ignore this, but I don't want to ignore this. I need to play this to kill this guy. Or do I? Yeah, I do, because it gives them buffs otherwise. But then, if I don't manage to play... No, Yeah, I'm just going to eat the damage. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. This should get removed. Yep. You can now play your sieges on the moon tiles. Moon tile has been added to your hand. How nice. Oh, this is just a small tile. Eternal. I could play this in this corner. Yeah, I can play this in this corner. I'll place a ward over here. Another ward over here. A third ward over here. Kill this guy. And now I can play this over here. How convenient. How nice. Okay, and this is perfect for a ward. Well, no, it's not, because it won't be blocking anything over here. The shield piece has to be in the part that this guy's attacking. Still, that was a good turn. Now the guy's taking damage. Okay. Look, another Meteor Storm. Look, a perfect place to play the other Meteor Storm. But I can't play this first because this guy removed it. So I have to play this big card again. Yeah, let's play this just to get rid of it. Do 5 damage increased by 5 for each sigil played this turn. Yeah, okay. Because I played 1. So this obviously goes in here. It is very interesting that multiple copies of this can exist at once, because the card itself gets recycled, even though the effect's still on the board, I think. Like, I would kind of expect that when this thing is on the board, while it's persisting on the board, it shouldn't actually go into the discard pile and come up again. But I'm not complaining, because it gives me the extra DPS. But it is admittedly a little weird. This has to go last, so I need to reserve a place for it. I do not need to play my shield because he's not attacking. But I would like to play it. So in this is actually a case where I can play this here, right? I can play this here for the additional damage. But I don't actually have to block him. So this doesn't have to be on this side of the board. So it's nice that I can, the cards that are blueprinted are highlighted. That's very nice. Let's play this here. Oh, give me another ward. I can't play this ward though, sadly. Not if I want to play my 2 triangle bots as well. And the 2 triangle bots are more worth it. So let's do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Okay. $22 damage. What's this? This card has no effect. Oh, but it's not ghost, so I can't overlay it. It's just there to block me. Okay. 22. He's gonna do 22 damage and he has 20 health left. And I have culminate. So this will kill him, right? If I just play a couple of cards. It should just straight up kill him. This is a nice big 7 damage. I'll do that first. Disappear. Yes, I need to make sure that I actually have room to play this. Now dissipate does, I'll come in, does 15 damage and has 13 health. Let's play that. You have slain the first of the Astral Titans. No small feat, but the remaining 2 are even more formidable G-Tanks. Slay the others, free me, and I'll return the universe to peace and righteousness at last. Nice. Sigil Right unlocked. Aladara the Shopkeeper. Defeated the final boss in the demo and unlocked Eclipse levels. Eclipse levels lets you customize your run, nice, and add significantly greater challenge to the game. Basically Ascension levels. Try another run with a different character, build or Eclipse level. There's much more content to explore in the demo. Nice, that was fun, I like that. This game's definitely going on the wish list. Oh, this is the character. So the character itself levels up, and you get more cards that you can add to his. Well, there's more cards in his pool. Oh, several mastery levels. Experience. So these are the experience things. He has 4 mastery levels that unlock cards. These are shuffled to become your draw pile. Oh, this is the deck I ended up with in the end. Okay, nice. Yeah, obviously in the demo it was kind of short because it's only 1 map. So we didn't like the sigil removals. Not sigil removals, the tile removals did not feel effective. But obviously if it's a 3 map or 4 map campaign, the tile removals that you do will feel a lot more effective than that. It's very interesting. You have to kind of figure out what the optimal shapes are to fit onto the moon. I get a feeling that I should have blunted some of the cards. I should have blunted a shield, maybe one of the wards, to make it fit as because the ward was a pie shape, right? So if I cut off one end, 2 ends of it, then it becomes a nice little semicircle that fits much more easy. It fits much more easily into the build. But also there was that semicircular card that if I actually split out, if I had removed the middle card it would have become the same shape as the meteor shower. There have been like 2 mountains with no piece in between. That would have been a very interesting piece to fit. It fit in various holes around the board as well. Interesting, yeah, there's a lot to think about. And yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. That was a lot of fun. It gives a lot of, it lends itself to a lot of theory crafting. Can you see your deck in this? Can, yeah. So I sliced off one piece here. I sliced off one piece from this, I think. And did I slice off any other piece? Was this dissipate the 4 piece? No. Was there a triangle here that I sliced off? I don't think so. So I think I only sliced off this and this, right? I wonder if I could have sliced one of these off. So this ×2 thing. Yeah, so these are not sigils. I mean, they are, but they're not these like special runes. I could have sliced Meteor Storm into a 1 triangle card. That would have been very nice. If I didn't get Culminate so late, I might have tried to slice this up as well. I wonder if I would have sliced this thing off to make it into a ward, or if I would have tried to slice these 2 off to make it like a long, thin piece. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching this demo. There's a bunch of demos we have to play today, so I'm gonna go through and go to the next game. But this game I like a lot, and it's definitely going onto my wish list. Ooh, and it shows me what I fought along the way. And yeah, the Eclipse levels, which are basically Ascension levels in Slay the Spire and that kind of game, will give the game a long tail to play. Because you're not only... Because the monsters get harder basically, so you have to be more and more optimized with how you build out, with how you build your cards. Not only how you build your deck, but how you slice up the deck so that you have these nice shapes that fit within this nice parameter. Moonsigil Atlas, yeah, okay. Let me stop the recording real quick. This was Moonsigil Atlas. If you like it, please wishlist the game. Games, especially in the early access or pre-access, pre-sale kind of position on Steam, they benefit a lot by having people wishlist a game so that they appear higher in related searches and stuff. So even if you can't buy the game right now, I think, but you certainly can wishlist it. So if you enjoyed it, please go wishlist the game.